Oh, hello there. I was just looking for Monty and thought this Gungan had some answers for me. But since we're here, let's get Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, to try again. Same rules as last time. I'm going to start off where George Lucas started off, and then I get to go wherever I want. And yes, I'm going to say some things that you've heard on other YouTube channels. If that bothers you, I suggest that you go watch a South Park episode called The Simpsons Did It. Now, let's go over the opening crawl. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes to outlining systems is in dispute. Hoping to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo, while the Congress of the Republic endlessly debate this chain of events. The Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, to settle the conflict. Alright, let's break this down. We've got turmoil engulfing the Galactic Republic. That's fine. And then the next thing you talk about is space taxes. It seems like a boring subject for a space movie, but I guess it's motivation. Hoping to restore the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. I've got so many issues. Starting with, how would a blockade solve this dispute? What does Naboo have that the Galactic Republic needs so bad? And if Naboo doesn't have anything, then you're implying that Naboo can't sustain itself. They are a spacefaring culture. They must have their own resources. So a blockade should only be annoying to them. And the Galactic Senate shouldn't be considering changing its policies. For a situation between 2 planets, 2 out of 1,000 planets. Then we have the Trade Federation, which at this point, if you've never seen the movie before, you have no reference to what a Trade Federation is. The only description you get is that they're greedy, which doesn't tell us much about them. We're all a little greedy. But the Trade Federation is the new bad guy. A new faction that we know nothing about. You could give us a clue. For example, in the original Star Wars, the opening crawl says, it is a period of civil war, rebel spaceships, yada yada yada, evil galactic empire. They let us know that we're in a galactic civil war. That means there's 2 factions. The rebels and the evil empire. The empire is the government and it's evil. So we can infer that the rebels are the good guys with the Trade Federation. The only thing we know is they're greedy, and they made a blockade. We don't know if the taxation was unjust, and they're in the right. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, to end this conflict. Why did the Chancellor secretly send the Jedi? And why does it say 2 Jedi Knights? Obi-Wan is a Padawan at this point. They even give him the rank of Jedi at the end of the movie, showing that he isn't a Jedi now. But seriously, why isn't the whole Senate agreeing to send the Jedi? They're the guardians of peace and justice. How else are they gonna settle this dispute? Not to mention, this dispute's between the Trade Federation and the Galactic Republic, not the Trade Federation and the Naboo. So how would a Jedi Knight and his Padawan resolve an issue when the side they represent doesn't know they're there? Now sit back and enjoy my opening crawl. Star Wars Episode 1 U.S. Tax Code 162. Haha, I'm just kidding. I'm keeping the same title. I never had a problem with Phantom Menace. Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes has driven the Nemoidians, whose whole economy revolves around trade, to rebellion. The Trade Federation, the largest Nemoidian political faction, has set up a blockade around Naboo, the largest supplier of hyperrock to the Galactic Republic. So I kept the taxes. It was a good enough reason to piss off the Nemoidians. I explained what the Trade Federation was, and gave them more character and drive than just greed. I gave them a reason to be angry, and a reason to blockade Naboo, to block the export of hyperrock. Hyperrock's a dumb name, you might say, and I agree. Your next question might be, what is hyperrock? Well, the opening crawl's not done. Since hyperrock is the main mineral used to manufacture hyperdrive engines, the need to end this blockade quickly is paramount to the worlds of the Galactic Republic. So Naboo has something the Galactic Republic needs, giving the Galactic Republic a stake in this conflict, and the Trade Federation some leverage. The Galactic Senate dispatches Jedi negotiators to try and bring a peaceful resolution to this situation. It's been centuries since the Republic has gone to war, and some wonder if they still have the ability to. The Senate sending the Jedi means they gave them some sort of diplomatic powers to settle this conflict. Now let's talk about the last line. I always thought it was weird that the Galactic Republic didn't have an army, so I'm gonna use that fact as one of the tipping points to war in the galaxy. It's easy to topple a government if they can't protect themselves, and the Jedis are keepers of the peace. not soldiers.